So the other big-time play-in game tonight is the Lakers and the Warriors. And this is going to be probably the most watched game, not only the play-in tournament, it is very possible that this play-in game may be the most televised game, the most viewed NBA game this postseason. And I'm not being hyperbolic here. Now, if Klay Thompson was with the Warriors and if this was a legitimate win or go home game, then absolutely would this be the most televised game of the year. But this is just so exciting, so captivating. But for me, I want to think about, okay, who is the X factor in this game? Right? Because we know that the Lakers and the Warriors, the Lakers took 2 of 3 this year. They should have won all 3. They won by 28. They won by 29. They blew a 15-point lead in the fourth quarter in the first meeting, which is the only reason why they gave up the game in the first place, right? And obviously, coming into this game, both teams have a lot of momentum. The Warriors have won 6 straight games, 8 of 9, 15 of their last 20. The Lakers have won 5 straight games. They're finally healthy. They have their full roster intact with them now. So I said this on Monday. If the Warriors and the Lakers are both playing at their best, I'm going to give the nod to the Lakers. But that's not the point, right? One of the reasons why this game is so captivating is, again, because of the win or go home element to it. It's a sense of urgency. One of the reasons why the NBA and MLB, their popularity has tailed off a little bit compared to the NFL is because of the lack of urgency. There are fewer games in the NFL. Every game means a lot. MLB, 162 games. NBA, 82 regular season games, 72 regular season games this year. There's a little less urgency and meaning behind every single game. And so what did they try to do? They tried to increase the excitement and the urgency. What did the MLB do? When you go to extra innings, you start with a player in scoring position on second base. The NBA, they added this play-in tournament, a win and go home, single elimination style format. And this is why there can be an X factor. Because when you talk about an entire series, prowess surpasses flukiness. When you talk about an entire series, you have to beat a team 4 out of 7 times. It's not just an aberration. An anomaly can't just beat a team. In a one game, all you need is one guy to go off in an NCAA tournament game. All you need is one player, Jason Tatum, to drop 50 points in that contest for you to move forward, to move on. And to me, in this game, the X factor is Andrew Wiggins of the Golden State Warriors. Because you know LeBron is going to be ready. Steph's going to be ready. Draymond will play up to the task. Anthony Davis will be ready to seize this moment. Those 4 guys are vets. You know what you're going to get with them. You know that. But the reality is, in the 3 meetings between the Lakers and the Warriors, Steph Curry has actually been contained to a certain degree. He's only averaged 23 points. He's only shot about 34.5% from the three-point line when he shoots on the season, 42% from the three-point line. So you combine that with the fact that no Kelly Oubre, no James Wiseman, Eric Pascal isn't really going to be playing. Andrew Wiggins is the second leading scorer on this Golden State Warriors team. He's the second leading scorer. And you know that the Lakers are going to throw the house at Steph. They're going to double. They're going to triple team him. They're going to bracket him. They're going to trap him, force him to get rid of the basketball. And when the ball finds its way into the hands of Andrew Wiggins, he has to be ready to score. He's got to be aggressive. He's got to be productive offensively. And he's got to be efficient. This is a guy who on the season averages 18.6 points per game, about 48% from the floor, 37% from the three-point line on the season. But in the 3 games against the Lakers, he's averaging 12 points. In the 2 games at Staples Center, one game he drops 18 points, they win. Second game he drops 3 points, and they lose. And yes, if you were to look at his field goal percentage, it's a bit misconstrued because, yes, he shot it well, but the volume of shots wasn't enough, wasn't nearly enough. And so Andrew Wiggins, this is a guy who's got to be aggressive in this game. And when you think about the Lakers, right, where is their biggest strength? Obviously, AD and LeBron, but it's their depth this year. Why were they lauded so much this offseason? For buffering up and buttressing that bench. The Lakers have the highest scoring bench in the NBA. The Warriors have the 22nd highest scoring bench in the NBA. And then you factor in those 3 absences, every single other player surrounding Steph has got to step up, entering this game. They just have to. And that's the Lakers' biggest strength. And that's right now the Achilles heel for the Warriors is their rotation, their rotational pieces. Who's going to step up? And so Andrew Wiggins, to me, has got to score at least 20 points. The Warriors are 15-9 when he scores at least 20 points in a game. He is, to me, the X factor for the Golden State Warriors coming into this game.